Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello everyone, welcome to First PUC Statistics online classes. In the previous class we had discussed about diagrammatic representation of the data. In this class we are going to discuss graphical presentation of the frequency distribution. The most commonly used graphical representations are histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve and ogives. So here most commonly used graphs are histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, and ogives. So these are the important graphs of frequency distribution. First one, histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve and ogives. Let's see what is histogram, how to draw histogram. See, histogram is constructed for continuous frequency distribution. So histogram is constructed for continuous frequency distribution. Yeah, continuous frequency distribution. And histogram is a set of adjacent rectangles whose height and width are proportional to class frequency and width of a class, such that area of histogram is proportional to total frequency. So histogram is set of adjacent rectangles whose height and width are proportional to class frequency and class frequency and width of a class such that area of histogram is proportional to total frequency. So here histogram is set of adjacent rectangles whose height and width are proportional to class frequency and width of a class such that area of histogram is proportional to total frequency. So now, continuous. So as I said earlier, histogram is constructed for continuous frequency distribution. So continuous frequency, for example, I will take one continuous frequency distribution that is like this. So for example, continuous frequency distribution is like this. I will take class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, so okay, 40 to 50. And here I will take frequencies are 3, 7, 5, 3 and 2. So this is continuous frequency distribution. And then what is how to draw histogram using this frequency distribution? See the definition of histogram. So definition of histogram is a set of adjacent rectangles whose height and width are proportional to class frequency. So in the sense, here class interval along with x-axis and frequency along with y-axis. So the graph is like this. See, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. And see here, this first, see here class interval along with this x-axis. So here I will write class interval and this frequency along with y-axis. Next, so here the first we need to take scale for x-axis. See, the class intervals are like this: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. Therefore, the scale for x-axis here, suitable scale for x-axis, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. So therefore, here I will take like this 0 and here it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. See here the last upper class limit, last value, upper class limit is 50. Therefore, I will stop here, and frequency observations are like this. Therefore, I will take scale for y-axis. Here suitable scale for y-axis is, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. That is, here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, now how to draw histogram here? See the first class here, that is 0 to 10. See, 0 to 10 is here. Then for this corresponding frequency, that is 3 is here. So 0 to 10, see 0 to 10 is here, then 3 is here. So how to draw rectangle for this? So like this, see 3 is here, like this we need to draw one rectangle. Next, so 10 to 20, so 10 to 20, so 10 to 20 is here, for that corresponding frequency 7, so 7 is here. So like this we need to draw one rectangle. Next, 20 to 30, 20 to 30 corresponding frequency is 5, so 5 is here. Next, 30 to 40, 30 to, 5 is over, no, next 30 to 40, the corresponding frequency is 3, so 3 is here. Like this we need to draw one rectangle. Next, 40 to 50, 40 to 50 corresponding frequency 2, so 2 is here. So this is histogram. Now let's see the definition of histogram. Histogram is, see here, that is, so is a set of adjacent rectangles. See, these are set of adjacent rectangles and here whose height and width are proportional to class frequency and width of a class. Here height is proportional to class frequency. See here the height. So these heights are proportional to class frequency. So these heights are proportional to this class frequency and width are proportional to width of a class. See here the width is 10. So these width are proportional to, these width is this one, right? So these width are proportional to width of a class. Okay, next, such that area of histogram is proportional to total frequency. So area of histogram in the sense, see this is the area. So like this. So this is area of histogram. So this area of histogram proportional to total frequency. What is total frequency? Total frequency nothing but the sum of this frequency. So here sum of this frequency is, so 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20. So here sum of this frequency is 20. So here total frequency is denoted by capital letter N. So capital letter N is 20. So here 20 is total frequency. So here this 20 is this area of frequency. So area of histogram. See this is area of histogram like this. So this area of histogram is 20. Okay, this is all about histogram. And now using this histogram we can find mode. So we know that mode is denoted by Z. Mode is denoted by Z. So we can calculate mode using this histogram. So see how to find mode. See, first we need to select tallest rectangle here. So here tallest rectangle is this one. So this is tallest rectangle. After that we need to join this upper vertices to the opposite rectangle of the adjacent vertices. So from here to here we need to join like opposite. Next, from here to here we need to join. After that, from this intersection, see from this intersection here, can you observe here it is one intersection is there. From this intersection, I will draw one line perpendicular to x-axis like this. So this point will give mode value. We know that mode is denoted by Z and this point will give mode. Okay, now let's see how to draw this graph in graph sheet. And one more thing, the main difference between the graphical representation and diagrammatic representation is, see, diagrams are diagrammatic representation in the sense what diagrams. So diagrams are drawn in plain paper and graphs are drawn in graph sheet. Okay, that is the main difference between graphical representation and diagrammatic representation. Now let's see how to draw histogram in graph sheet. Okay, let's see problem number 1, that is draw histogram for the following data and locate mode. And here given informations are class interval and frequency. So here given class intervals are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50, and frequencies are 13, 17, 15, 13 and 10. So first see here we need to draw histogram and here given informations are frequency distribution. Therefore here suitable title is histogram of frequency distribution. And here we need to draw two axes, that is x axis and y axis. And see, this is x axis and this is y axis. So see x axis class interval observation. So this class interval observations are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50, and this class interval along with x axis. Therefore here I will write class interval and this corresponding frequency along with y axis. Next, so here class interval observations are like this. Therefore we need to take scale for x axis. So here suitable scale for x axis is, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units, that is see origin is 0, next this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, I will stop here because their upper class interval is highest value is 50. Next, see frequency observations, that is 13, 17, 15, 13 and 10. So here suitable scale for y axis is, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, I will stop here because they are in a frequency highest value is 17. After that, so see here first class interval, that is 0 to 10. So 0 to 10 is here, for that corresponding frequency 13. So 13 is, see here 12 is here, 14 is here, 13 comes here. So here we need to draw one rectangle. Okay, this rectangle represents the class interval along with frequency. Here class interval is 0 to 10, 0 to 10, then corresponding frequency 13. So 13 is here. Next class interval 10 to 20. So 10 to 20 is here, for that corresponding frequency is 17. So 16 is here, 18 is here, 17 comes in between of these two. So 17 is here. So here we need to draw one rectangle. Next class interval 20 to 30, 20 to 30, for that corresponding frequency 15. So 14 is here, 16 is here, 15 comes here. So here we need to draw one rectangle. Okay, next 30 to 40, 30 to 40, for that corresponding frequency 13. So 13 is here. Next 40 to 50, so 40 to 50 is here, for that corresponding frequency 10. So 10 is here. Next, okay, this is histogram. So after that, after drawing histogram, we need to locate mode. So how to locate mode? Okay, using this histogram we can find mode. So how to find out mode? Before that, we need to find tallest rectangle of histogram. See here, tallest rectangle of histogram is this one is tallest rectangle of histogram. After that, we need to join opposite vertices of the histograms, adjacent histograms like this. After that, we need to join these 2 points, and from this intersection we need to draw one line perpendicular to x-axis. And this point will give mode. So see, this value is 10 and this value is 20. So this line is 11, so this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So here we know mode is 15, 16. Here mode is 16 and mode is denoted by Z. So Z is equal to 16. See, in a histogram these are adjacent rectangles. Okay, next let's move to problem number 2, that is draw histogram for the following data and locate mode. And here given informations are class interval and frequency, and here given class intervals are 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and frequencies are 10, 15, 40, 30 and 16. So, and here suitable title is, here we need to draw histogram and given informations are frequency distribution. Therefore, here suitable title is histogram of frequency distribution. So, that title I will write here. So, here suitable title is histogram of frequency distribution. So, that I will draw here. So, after that we need to take 2 axes like this. See, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and here this class interval along with x-axis and this frequency taken along y-axis. And see, for here suitable scale for x-axis, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units, because here the observations are 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Therefore, here suitable scale for x-axis, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. So, that I will write here. We know that origin is 0. Next, here 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Therefore, here the value is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. Next, see the frequency observations, that is 10, 15, 40, 30 and 16. Therefore, here suitable scale for y-axis, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. Therefore, see here the so origin is 0. Next value next here 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units and origin is 0. So, here it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40, 45. And see the first class, that is 10 to 20. See, in the first problem we took 0 to 10 and here, but here it is 10 to 20. The first class is 10 to 20. For that corresponding frequency 10. So, 10 is here. So, like this we need to draw one rectangle. Next class interval is 20 to 30. So, 20 to 30 is here. Then for that corresponding frequency 15. So, 15 is here. Next 30 to 40. 30 to 40 corresponding frequency 40. So, 40 is here. Next 40 to 50. So, 40 to 50 corresponding frequency 30. So, 30 is here. Next 50 to 60. 50 to 60 corresponding frequency is 16. See, 15 is here, 16 comes here. So, this is histogram, and after that we need to find mode using this histogram. So, how to find out mode? First we need to select tallest rectangle here. See, this is tallest rectangle. After that we need to join opposite vertices of adjacent rectangles like this. And from here to here. After that, from this intersection we need to draw one line perpendicular to x-axis. So, this point will give mode value. See, here it is 30 and here it is 40 and this middle line indicates 35, and so see, this is 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 and this is 36. So, here mode is 36 and we know that mode is denoted by Z. So, Z is equal to 36. Okay, this is all about how to construct histogram in case of continuous frequency distribution. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.